everybody. Hold on, let me make sure I'm coming in good. Nope, well, it hasn't moved yet, so... I think it's because of latency, maybe? Mayhaps? Oh. Okay. Alright. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to figure out this simul streaming thing. Please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Currently, keyframes are not being sent often. Stream status. 4. Open widget. Okay, I don't know what that does. Alright, well, I fixed it. Maybe. I'm sorry, I'm a absolute hot mess right this moment. But we are gonna be doing some animation exercises. Because that's fun. And we like having fun. Let me grab my tablet. Alright. We'll start with the basics. Come on, come on. Ahem. Bouncing ball. Okay. We have a tutorial.
Do you want to start learning animation?
That is very, very long tutorial. I wanted the bouncing ball. That's all I wanted. Okay, maybe learn how to do this exercise step by step. Alright, new plan. Bouncing ball animation. start here. Okay, well, we have the ball bouncing on the screen. I think they want us to do how to animate a perfect bouncing ball. Bouncing ball loop animation. I don't want to watch a video, I just want to see a diagram. Because I've seen it where it does like the arc. Kind of thing. You know, it made, you know, instead of overthinking it, let's just go for it. Let's just start. You know, because it's kind of one of those things that if you, like, think about it too much and then you start overthinking it, you're never gonna, you know, like, start. Some things you just gotta kind of, you know, do. So first, we're gonna draw a very bare bones kind of ground. Come on, come on. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw the path of the ball. Actually, we'll make this like, nope. Wrong move. Wrong move. Just make the line green. Thank you. Ah. All right. Okay. So now we gotta do our guide, which you know, this is where the magic dot comes in, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna do what they call ease in and ease out. So basically what that means is you have a bunch of frames that are spaced like really close together in the beginning, and then as the ball drops due to gravity, we'll space those frames out, and then as it lands, we'll bunch them back together again, and then that's how we'll make it work. No. Come on. Just grab it. Extend that out. Extend that out. Come on. See, one way or another I grab it. Actually, now that I think about it, let me... the paint. I'm gonna adjust my window just so that way, like, you can see when I put, like, keyframes and stuff on there. Because I realized for the past few, like, attempts that I've done this that I haven't, like, done that, and that can be kind of confusing to some people as what I'm doing or how I'm making things move. So, we're gonna fix that super quick, like. What did I do? Okay, there. So now you should be able to see what I see. As I, like, cry my eyes out slowly. But it's okay. We're gonna make it work. Now, usually this will take place over a period of about 24-ish frames, which in animation 24 frames is one second. So new animation folder. Ball, bounce, loop. Hello, Quarterfline. Hey, Fantas, how it's going? I'm assembling some shelves that arrived today. I'll be keeping you company while I put them together. Hey, Gordy. No problem, dude. I'm doing good. I almost forgot I was supposed to stream tonight, so that's why I'm late in my streamingness. But I did want to get this done because I did want to get on track for some animation-y stuff. But yay! Yay for friendos! Okay. So what we're gonna do is... Haha! How you doing? How you been? Full 1 hour animation tutorial below. I don't want to do the 1 hour. I mean, I probably really should because it goes over like timing charts and stuff, but that moment where I probably should have reviewed it before I did this, but you know what? We do many things and planning ahead is not one of them. Been busy with work, been finally getting back into art, and now I have a bit of free time. Oh, hey, nice! Very, very nice indeed. I've been trying to upload the PNG tuber models that I have on my Etsy, and Etsy's been pissing me off. Because they only allow you to upload like 10 megabit files, and no matter how I compress mine, or not 10, 20. They allow you to upload 10 like megabit files, and no matter how much I compress like my images, the stuff I use in VideoTube, Etsy is just like, yeah, your files are too big. And I'm like, well, shit. What do I do? It's not very round. So I gotta figure out a plan B for how to get them so people can like download them. You'll probably have to host them on a Google Drive or WeTransfer or something. I'm not too familiar with the file sharing services. Yeah, I'm gonna have to really look into it. Just so I can get them, out there, because I have this recorded footage of them that I want to upload, but I want to make sure that, I have content for them, and I have audios that I plan to use the characters in, so that way, people can, see stuff, if that makes sense. I'm working on it. Really hard, I promise. So one of the hardest things to do is keeping size, like volume consistency between the frames. So that's why like I trace over the previous frame and then I just kind of like adjust it ever so slightly on the next one. But I'm also really trying to like lengthen the ball to show that it's falling, you know? So I know it just kind of plunks in like mid-air as of right now, but like it's coming across very nicely. By the way, I did figure out why I couldn't simulcast Tuesday's art stream, and that was because I went through OBS directly instead of going through Stream Elements, like companion for OBS, and so that's why I couldn't simul stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So lesson learned. I won't do that anymore. And see, this is why it's important to... Side note, this is why it's important to have a very basic, like, grid to showcase, like, what your ground is, so that way you know when to start, making your ball become more flat. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna push out the sides a bit more. And then we're gonna expand that ball again. As it hits that very hard surface. Yeah, as you can see, that ball's gotten a bit bigger now that it's getting smushed. So, what we're gonna do... So we're gonna try to fix that a little bit. Okay, so now if we look at what we have so far... It just kind of smushes into a pancake. But now what we can do is... we can do the animation in reverse. 13. And since we already drew them going down, we can draw them going back up again. 10. Or rather, we don't have to, because Clip Paint Studio has a feature called Assign Cell. So basically what that means is anytime you create a new cell frame and you want to copy in a one that you drew earlier, you can assign it to be that cell that you drew earlier. And so that's what we're doing. Because I'm 100% a wimp and am not about to redraw all of that by hand. Seven. Six. Five. Four. 3. 2. 1. Okay, that's not too bad. So if we remove our guideline, right, and we just have it be the ball, what does that look like? I might be hopping off here for a bit. My friend needs help with the challenge in Phasmophobia. I should be back afterwards. No worries, take your time. I'm trying to figure out something. Something. I wonder if... Because this is all done on ones. Come on. Okay, so 2, 2. Okay, so 2, 2, 2, 1, 1. Two, two. Actually, that could be 1. One. 1. 1, 2. This is why it's important to figure out spacing before you actually commit to doing it. Oh. still, it's not, you know, it's not, but for what we're doing, it's not bad, right? Okay, so now that we have our loop ball, now we're gonna do the fun one, which is the ball bouncing across the screen. Okay, so this is our guideline, something like this, where the ball starts at like this high point and then bounces, and then it loses momentum, bounces again, and then loses more momentum as it goes. But this time, we're gonna add, so this is 6, this is 1, wait, no, okay, so this is 1, by the time it gets here, that'll be 3, this is 6, 9. Oh wait, no. 6. 12. This is 9. This is 24. And this is 18. So 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. 7, 8. 10, 11, 12. This is 13. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, or 13, 14, 15, 16. God damn it. Thirteen, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So, this will all make sense in a hot moment. I'm actually going to color the more important T-frames. Make them this orange color. Okay, so 1 starts, 3 is the middle, 6 is the end, 9 is the middle, 12 is the end, 18 is the middle. 24 is where it runs out of energy. So, if that doesn't, if that makes sense to you, please let me know, because it makes sense to me, kinda. But, these are, keyframes. So, so everything you see in orange is the keyframe, and what keyframes are these are major positions that the ball is in. So, like, say at the start of the animation, you want your ball to look like this, right? But then at the end of the animation, you want your ball to look like that. Those are two keyframes. And so these are important. So this is keyframe 1 and keyframe 12, right? So all animation is a series of drawings that basically connect these two positions as the ball, like, gets smushed. And everything can be broken down like this. So, like, you know, characters that, you know, face this way, right? They can be animated to turn their heads and then face that way, which we haven't gotten there yet because we're still on the first 2 levels of practice, but we will get there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fade that, and then we're gonna have a new animation folder. This is gonna be ball across screen, and here we go. We're gonna animate it again. Oops. Okay, so I'm already coming out the gate with a very squished ball, but it'll be okay, I hope. actually. What I should do is animate this on twos. Two. Because, as you can see, between positions, between keyframes 1 and 2, there's this empty, like, space that we can put an in-between frame. And so if we do that, we can link them together. See? Woo! And then we can do the same thing in between keyframe 2 and 3. We put on a new cell. And then we link them together. I just like how it freezes in midair because we haven't done the rest of the animation yet. Two. Now, as the ball gets closer to the ground, I'm gonna round it out a bit more because it's not gonna be as, like, stretched, if that makes sense. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have 5 kind of be that, like, rounded effect. Oh, hello! Raiders! How you doing? What you up to? We gotta give the shout-outs! Naturally silly. Hello! What were you playing? Did you win? Just played the demo for Unbeatable. Did you beat it? I guess probably not, if it's unbeatable. And I'm emotional and I want the full game. Oh. Okay. Alright. Alright. Sounds like it was a good night. Alright, Raiders, real quick, if you need to go do the post-stream clarity, i.e. go get Wagwa, go get food, go to bed, because some of y'all have day jobs in the morning, go on ahead and skedaddle out for those who wish to stay. You can join me as I tediously animate, or rather, as I tediously perform 51 great animation exercises, part 1, because we're not going to get all through them all in 4 hours. That would be impressive as hell, though. But anyways, but for those of you who are returning, sit back, relax, you know, have a good time. For those of you who don't know me, hello, my name is Fan. I am the resident fish lady. I do art, I play video games, and overall just have kind of a chill vibe. Yeah, we had fun. Sweet. Sweetness. I'm gonna show you what I've done in the past hour. We made a looping ball animation. It's a bit wonky and doesn't really feel like a bouncing ball, but we're trying. So now we're working on the ball bouncing across the screen. And so far we only have one arch. But yeah, I'm glad you guys had fun. And thank you for the raid, by the way. Much appreciated. New animation cell. Okay, so we're gonna do an in between here. also figured out why I was having simulcasting issues. So I fixed it. So now we're back to simulcasting on the U of tubes. We're gonna put that like kinda in the middle-ish. So we just kind of stops. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3. Hmm. Stretch that a bit. Cell actually did the bouncing ball not too long ago, if I remember correctly. Let me go see if I can find it. So, where's your bouncing ball animation? Expose you to everybody. What about my bouncing ball animation? I want to show it to people. I just can't remember where you posted it. No. Why not? It's bad. Oh, come on, it can't be any worse than this. You'll never find it. Watch me! Alright, I gotta hunt this thing down now. Video. There it is! I found it! No! Okay, fine. If you don't want me to show it legitimately, I won't. Because I know how that can be for, like, some people who may not want to, like, share stuff legitimately. It's a good animation, though. Like, it's so cute. You can, it just sucks. LOL. No, it doesn't. Shut up. Okay. This is where I gotta be careful, but... Window capture. Okay. Select a window to capture. Discord. Look at this! Look at how cute this is! She did that. With her own 2 hands. And it's amazing. Lefty and righty, and I didn't even do what you were doing. LOL, I just kind of did it. Well, To be fair, when I did the so this is considered, so this really like faded out guide that you see here, this is considered like a, I think they call it like a timing chart kind of thing, where like you plan out your keyframes and just kind of go from there. But in our other animation we did, where it's just the ball, where the ball is just kind of like bouncing as it is. This animation is done without keyframes, and whenever you do an animation without like keyframing or planning, that's called straight away animation, where you just kind of fly by the seat of your pants and you're like, oh, obviously if I've drawn this, then if I want to make it go down, I just draw it, but down, and then you just go straight away through the whole thing. But a lot of times in professional animation projects, you'll see these little timing charts on like the side of the animation. They often look something like this, where like this is 1, this is like 6, and then this is 12, and then all the little notches you see are different keyframes within the sequence that they're doing. And this is called keyframe animation. Keyframe. Or keyframing. There's no real right or wrong way to like do it. It's just whatever is most comfortable for you. But usually, because animations have, you know, like a lot of people that work on them, you need timing charts and breakdowns and that kind of thing. You know, it took a lot for somebody that doesn't work in the, like, industry, but that's only because I've spent my life, reading books about it and watching behind-the-scenes stuff, so... 2, 3... Because I am a hardcore nerd. But I did see a piece of art advice that I believed was really unhinged if you want to learn art quickly. And that's don't start in illustration That's how that's spelled. Can't say otherwise. But if you want to if you want to learn art and you want to learn art quickly, do this. Start animation. And the reason why is because in animation, right, at least in 2D animation, and this also works in 3D animation as well, but you have to know what your basic shapes are. So you learn your basic shapes. And then because you have to move them, right, throughout space, it teaches you spatial awareness, but also how to draw 3D. Draw 3D in a 2D space. Okay. And then because it takes 24 frames to make 1 second of animation, right? That's a lot to erase. Why did I write so much? But because each... So like 1 second is 24 frames, right? So that means you have to draw the same thing, one thing, 24 times. Now, granted, each time you draw it, you're moving it bit by bit, right? Because that's how animation works. But that's how you get really quick, or rather, that's how you get better at drawing, because drawing's all about repetition and practice and this, that, and the other. And so if you're drawing one thing 24 plus times over and over and over again, you learn really quickly. So that was just one person's unhinged, like, art hack, and the more I think about it, the more I'm like, huh, that makes an insane amount of sense, you know? Also, I will be right back, because we're gonna take a sponsored potty break. So, uno momento. Sit. Double. Come on. Okay, I think that works. In case you didn't hear, I came back. Okay, gotta get it. Ah! Don't fall. Sorry, my third monitor is in a very precarious position. Welcome back. Thank you. Come on. Come on. Okay. Ah. I swear to Christ. This is gonna be the death of me. You know what? It's just gonna be forever precariously tilted. I don't care anymore. Okay, let's see. Gordaflon, I have returned and I poured myself some bourbon. Ah, I see Gordaflon's going for fancy mansion night. Actually, we'll do that and then what I'll do is I'll put an in-between frame. No, I don't think it needs one. Look at what we've done so far, Gordy. Which, by the way, I think I found you on Instagram. Why didn't you tell me your art was so freaking adorable? Unless it's not you and I've just found another person named El Gordaflon. 2. 1, 2. God, that would be awkward. Oh, you did. That's definitely me. I love me squishy round happy cute doodles. I thought so. They are so freaking cute. How come you don't stream art, Gordy? Sheesh. I don't have the charm of you fancy streamers. Lies and blasphemy. I wish that I could be like the cool kids, 'cause all the cool kids, they seem to fit in. God, I wish I was a cool kid. Actually, nope. I'm getting to the point where it needs to start going, like, back down. Okay. So now, if we take off our guide, let's see what this looks like. I really like it. I like how it looks. There are portions where it feels like some of the movement is, has slowed down probably more than it should, like... in, this area, it feels like it really slows down before it hits this, like, little bounce where it should just, you know, go straight down, and then this, it kind of, like... it's almost as though it hits a brick wall and then continues going. But, I mean, for something very, like, beginner, I don't feel it's too bad. Actually, wait. I have earlier hold up. I gotta find it now. I'm so sorry. I gotta look. I gotta look and see. Kofi. Arts. Kofi. Agree. Surprisingly, I don't have anything not safe for work on my gallery on Kofi. I remember when I did this. God, that was 3 years ago? Holy hell. Did I post the bouncing ball? No. But I did do the falling brick. Sorry, I thought I posted the bouncing ball animation I did like forever and an eternity ago on my Ko-fi, but apparently I did not. Well, but now we get to draw something with weight and dimension, and that is a falling brick. And I'm even gonna go an extra step further and draw a little shelf for it to fall from. So, because I was fiddling with my, my monitor, I broke it. Please do not switch my audio. Am I still here? I hope I am. Because if not, that would end badly. Give me one second. That magnet got completely ripped. Oh shit. Oh no. All right. Okay, well, I really did fuck up my setup. Come on. I'm gonna have to get a new power source for my monitor. Where's the audio? Speakers. Okay. Alright. So I guess you can go there. Let me get my music back up. YouTube. My channel. Here we go. We're gonna loop it. I am so sorry. I did not mean for that to happen. But I guess I'm gonna have to mess with it later. Now, why are you on low battery? Hold up. Technical difficulties, my friends. Fishlings. Okay. Alright, plug my phone in so that way that can charge. And then it's getting kind of hot. God, time flies when you break everything, don't you know? Pull that closer. Sorry, it kept driving me low-key crazy that third monitor was always like askew because the magnets weren't placed right on my I need to be on this one, this display. Okay, so this is the brick. Wait, I'm so confused. Why is everything freaking out? Don't switch my audio. Okay, I just need the one. Save. Okay, hold on. I gotta exit out of the program real quick and come back. Okay. Alright, we're back. Sometimes you need to add fun decorative elements. In this case, it's a blue wall and a blue shelf. Okay. Now we're gonna add a new animation folder. We're gonna call it Brickfall. We're also gonna add our handy dandy green guide. So let's see, if we start from here, boom. So the brick's gonna fall. But unlike the ball, it's not gonna bounce. Okay. So here's where the fun part comes in. Because obviously, a brick does not have the same weight as a ball. I'll get in a bit closer. It's kind of like he's going off the high dive almost. Not what I wanted to do. You know, sometimes when I do these practices, I want to play elevator music. Just for the, like... I don't know, I think it would be funny. If what you heard in the background was elevator music while I'm drawing. Because oftentimes when I think I how do I explain it? When I think, or when I'm in the process of thinking, I imagine elevator music going on in the background. And I giggle because I think it's hysterical. If you're wondering why I'm redrawing this brick every time, it's because I'm trying to train myself to maintain the forms as it, like, moves. But also, tracing is how you keep, you keep a consistency with, like, characters and stuff. Even though this brick has no doubt changed sizes a couple of times. Okay. So overall, I do like how we've kept it mostly like size consistent. That's so cute! Ah! Look at it! Look at how cool it came out! And now to add color to everything we've done so far. Just to help for readability. It's always satisfying when you see it in action, right? Right? Like 100%. I'm so happy. Make it burn your retinas red. I love when I do cool shit. Or rather, it feels cool to me, if that makes sense. I've actually been seeing a Family Guy sound trend where it's like, what do people do if they don't drink? And Lois goes, I don't know, knitting? He's like, what? That's insane. And then Peter knits and he comes back and he's like, okay, so like I'm crazy good at knitting. And I kind of want to do that with this, but like with animation. One day, all of the animatics I have trapped in my head will be released because my confidence will allow me to do that despite my art ability. I have a few I want to do for the Spider-Mates trilogy, which is my comfort read. One day you will all see that I am absolutely crazy. Okay, so let's look at it now that it's all colored, all pretty. He. Okay, alright. Oh, yeah. Now we'll take the guideline off. Okay, so now we're gonna color our looping ball and our bouncing ball, and then I'm gonna call it a night for Streme. Come on. Ball loop color. New animation cell. We'll make it purple, because why not? Make it pink. Make it blue. One thing I will say is, I go back and I search random clips that live in my head rent-free. And one of them absolutely is that one scene in Sleeping Beauty where the fairies are fighting over, like, what color her dress should be. And it's just, such a great sequence. Wrong one. 13. Gotta zoom out a bit just to make sure everything lines up correctly. Instead of a ball, it kind of reminds me of jelly. How's the animation journey going? Hi, Takiro! What's up, my friend? Gotta give a shout out. Shout out at Takiro. Other than dropping my third monitor, it's been going pretty good. You wanna see everything we've done so far? So this is our ball loop animation where it just kind of bounces and plays. It's kind of rough. Doesn't really feel like a ball, more like a slime that just kind of like goes splat and then bounces back up. Going well. How about you? Doing pretty good. This is our ball across the screen animation. This one's a little bit better, but it does have its, like, moments. And yeah, show me what you got. It does have its moments where it's, like, super fun. I'll have to increase my latency so I'm not on such a delay. Or decrease my latency, I guess? Either way, we'll see. And then we did this brick animation where it's a brick that like falls on the ground. So right now we're gonna color in our bouncing ball across the screen animation, and then we're gonna call it a night. But this is everything we've done so far. New animation cell. And we're gonna make this one green. It looks good overall. I think the brick is the smoothest. Yeah, because by the time we got to the brick, we already did our rough on like the first two sets of animations, so. But that's what makes it fun. Oh, I do have some other animations I can show you as well. But I will show you those here in a momento. Uno momento. Because it's been quite the journey so far. I'm also trying to curb, like, my sense of, like, perfectionism when it comes to these things, because, like, one, this is supposed to be fun, at least for me, but, number one, and number two, this is also just to gauge my ability and to just get it out there. A lot of times with art, it's just getting it out there that's the hardest part. And I'm really trying to share more. Also, the only way to get better with stuff is to do more of it. That is true. Hydrate! We'll hydrate. And stretch. Okay, I drank my water filtered through soda. And I'm stretching. I'm stretching. I'm putting my back into it. You can hear it in my voice. Ah! Ooh. I shrimped. I done shrimped for way too long. Thank you, Ty. I appreciate it. Water filtered through soda? Hey, you know what? It's still hydrating because it still technically has water. It's just filtered through soda because I am an addict. Fantas! Oh, so many people. Shrimp mode! I'm going to get myself ready for bed. Have a great rest of your stream. Always fun watching you do art. Catch you soon. Good night, Gordy. Get a good night's sleep. Enjoy your day job tomorrow. Hello, Super Lemon. What's up? How you doing? Okay, I think we got it. I think we colored all of them. Alright, so now... Look at this! Oh, it's so great. So satisfying. But if you want to see some of the other animations we did this slime animation. So that was kind of fun. We did this goo dot animation where it's basically like the magic dot was swirling goo around it. It's still a bit on the rough side, but it's kind of cool. Then we did this morph animation. We also did this where it was a transition. We did this Jello animation, which is one of my favorites. It's a squiggly little Jello guy. Or a squishy piece of, like, sponge cake. Have you ever tried to do any of them with vectors? So, the Jello animation is done with a vector and keyframing animation, and a couple of them are. I tried to do vector animation before, but it was a pain. So, I will say this, if you don't understand how it works in relation to when you're keyframing, it's very difficult. But when I started doing these exercises specifically, something in my brain like flipped. It was like a key turned on, and I was able to understand it. And then this is the magic dot animation that we started out with. But like, if you want an example, let me open up. So we finished our Inktuber horse girl character. Let me see if I can find her file. Lemoyne, where are you, darling? There she is. Okay. So, this is Lemoyne. But her animation is interesting because if we take off her unamused eyes, we turn that on, we turn on her talking arm. Okay. So, yeah, I've done that. I've done it if the picture itself is drawn in vectors. Usually what I use vectors for is I use vectors for line art. And, because everything's easier that way. But, like, or rather, it's easier to draw the lines. But, like, for, Lemoyne, her hand is vector keyframe animated, but her eyes are frame by frame animated. She also has an ear twitch animation that's also keyframe animated. But look at my baby! I love her. I love her so much. She came out so pretty. But I can't upload her to Etsy because I'm having so many issues. Don't save. Actually, what does this look like together? But yeah, that's gonna be it for me tonight. Appreciate everybody who stopped by Streme. Now I'm gonna go foist y'all off on somebody else while I'm more in the depressingness, which is my third monitor potentially breaking. For my simulcasting on YouTube's, it'll just be the end of stream because I don't think you can raid on YouTube. Yeah, I hear a lot of Etsy nonsense lately. Yeah. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep Etsy for like more physical products rather than digital downloads. I could always go back to my Ko-fi for digital downloads because Ko-fi like Ko-fi had Ko-fi would let me upload like my files and stuff. But then like that's also kind of weird because there's two different places to like shop to get stuff from me, I guess. I don't know. I'm working on it. It might just have to be one of those things, you know? But, you can raid on YouTube, but you gotta get approved first or something. Okay. So, I don't know if I'm approved to raid on YouTube, but I'm not gonna worry about it, so I'm just gonna raid somebody on Twitch. Which was funny because the last person we raided ended stream just as we raided, so that was kind of funny. If you can say one thing that's consistent about me, it's my bad timing. Let's see, we got Nightmare at Nexus or Skittles. Let's show some love to Skittles, because Skittles, I think Skittles' last night of streaming is gonna be tomorrow. Which, by the way, if you're interested for co-op gaming, we're gonna be playing Crab Champions tomorrow night, so that's gonna be fun with the friendos. But we're gonna go show Skittles some love because after tomorrow, she's not gonna be streaming for the next 2 months. And you know, we wanna support our girlie. With that being the case, I will see everybody tomorrow. I hope y'all have a good whenever, and I will see y'all later. I keep reading Take a Break, so my timing is impeccable. That's funny, Ty. That's great. Alright, everybody. Later!